Peter Wright getting the party started in the third quarter-final here at the Austrian Darts Open in Vienna. We've just seen Phil Taylor book his place in the semi-finals. He'll play Kyle Anderson, who knocked out MVG. Peter Wright looking to knock out Terry Jenkins and move into the last four, the number 2 seed. Dan Dawson joins me for this one.
Yeah, well, both these guys know what it takes to get to a final of one of these European Tour events. In fact, Peter Wright has won one before. That was in Dusseldorf a couple of years ago, going back there next time out in the European Tour, end of July, after the World Match Play. He very nearly became the 4th person to win more than one Euro Tour. He missed a championship dart against Kim Huybrechts in Sindelfingen back end of last year. Huybrechts, in the end, took out the finish and became the 4th person to win more than one European Tour. Was pipping into it. Since then, James Wade won his 2nd one. That was last time out. MVG's stranglehold definitely broken on the European Tour this year. Won the first 3. Wade knocked him out last time, and Kyle Anderson. What a game.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is Peter to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Terry Jenkins' nickname is in danger. Kyle Anderson should be called the Bull after tonight's performance.
3 consecutive bullseyes.
60.
Yeah, that was what really got him back into the game and put him in charge against MVG. He has a chance of booking his
55.
place in the first European Tour final. Terry Jenkins has made the final of one of these before. He did so in Gibraltar last year. He's right.
140.
Settles for a ton 40. He is perhaps a little bit lucky to be here, Peter Wright.
100.
Because he overcame Alan Norris in the last 16 this afternoon, despite doing his level best to mess it up. 120 for the match in the deciding leg. Trouble 20.
41.
That was a good dart. Trouble 20 was a bad dart. Bust score. These are 2 good darts.
140.
Yes, I had to survive darts for the match from Alan Norris before he eventually got the win in the bag. It's a dreadful one.
Very dramatic match that between Wright and Norris. Norris missed
123.
a lot of doubles in that game. Snakebite living a charmed life in this tournament. Terry Jenkins had a more comfortable route,
121. Peter, you require
beating Benito
137.
van der Pas 6-3.
Well, the 137's not going for Peter Wright. Terry Jenkins looking at 85.
97. Terry, you require 85.
So, treble 15, double top. Great dart, 2 at double top.
Game shot the first leg.
14
Terry
dart
Jenkins.
break of throw for Terry Jenkins.
Second leg is Terry to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Jenkins beat Peter Wright in the last tournament that he won, actually, a Pro Tour event at the back end of last year, beating Wright in the final. But Wright leads the head-to-head as Jenkins looks to kick off with a match.
140.
Won't happen this time. Having lost his first 4 meetings with Terry Jenkins, he's then gone on to win 7 of the next 8, and that's since
60.
Peter Wright's kind of new era of Peter Wright, I
Yeah,
suppose.
all those first 4 wins when they met, I mean, they were all in, what, 2008, 2009. That was before Peter Wright
100.
really established himself on the PDC circuit and became comfortable playing, regularly and became the player that we know today.
This kind of player.
Yeah, this sort of stuff that he's doing all the time nowadays.
80.
Needed it as well. That only brings him level in this leg. But yeah, very much the exception, that victory
95.
for Terry Jenkins in the final in Barnsley back in September. Only win in 8. So, and there's a couple of defeats on the Euro Tour that he's had. Lost this year
60.
in the UK Open. Lost in the UK Open qualifier earlier this year. So everything has been going Peter Wright's way in these guys' recent meetings. But it's not going his way in the early stages of this one, because Terry Jenkins has left himself tops for a 13-darter to go 2-0 up.
What pressure will Wright put on this?
95. Terry, you require 40.
Not
Game
enough.
shot on the second leg. Terry Jenkins.
As Jenkins doubles his
Third leg is
lead.
Peter to throw first. Game on.
Very impressive start from Terry Jenkins. 14 darter, 13 darter. That's an average of 111.
42.
We shall see if he can maintain this sort of stuff. The winner of this one faces either Michael Smith, a 3-time Euro Tour winner.
100.
Only Michael van Gerwen has won more, and he won't be adding to his tally this weekend. Or Nigel Hayden, the real surprise package of this weekend.
60.
Yeah, Hayden with a 6-0 win against Ian White earlier today. I didn't quite see that coming, I'll admit it.
125.
Ian did his level best to help him out by not hitting any doubles at all. He had chances. Nigel Hayden, solid stuff from the Undertaker.
91.
We will see him in action next. But right now, Terry Jenkins is threatening another breaker throw.
Yeah, Peter Wright has just not got going. He's had one 180, one 140, and only 1 ton. I don't know. One in the skinny one. That's a better adjustment.
81.
Oh, Terry Jenkins is going to get 6 darts from 176.
He did lose the first couple of legs in his game against Alan Norris earlier today, right?
95.
So he knows that he can sliver out of this position.
60. Terry require 81.
Not happening for him at the minute. 81 for Terry Jenkins. Now, is it 12 ball? You would think it is because Wright's on a finish, but it is a big one. Well, in actual fact, he's gone for treble 10.
41.
Saying,
so require
you're not going to take this,
167.
Mr. Wright. Is Jenkins right?
He is. He's 100% right.
And he's had some
57.
success on
Terry
tops in this match
40.
already. So he'll step forward.
Surely he can just smash into those.
Fine
dear.
score. PT require 110.
Yeah, slip from Terry Jenkins there. So right now, wants 110, needs a treble. And a slip from Wright as well. Jenkins back.
78.
Faced with
Terry require 35.
It's just not happening for Peter Wright at the minute. Double 16 for Terry Jenkins. Now double 8 for a double break.
27. PT require 32.
Curious start to this one.
Game shot on the third leg.
Terry
Peter
Jenkins
Wright.
gift wrap that leg for Peter
Fourth
Wright.
leg is Terry to throw first. Game on.
Only a hold
140.
for Jenkins. Still a break to the good.
Peter.
22.
This is happening, man. Where does this come from? Average 98 against Watermain and 95 against Norris, and averaging 79.
45.
This is a man who's been in a number of big TV finals.
Yeah, including the biggest.
97.
That was his first. All the way to the final of the World Championship, beaten by Michael van Gerwen. Into 2 UK Open finals, beaten by
100.
Michael van Gerwen.
And he's playing in a man who's been in many and been beaten in many TV finals as well. Neither of these players yet to pick up that first major.
137.
Well, even other big TV finals, which you wouldn't class as majors, you know, Peter Wright's been there. He's in the World Cup, wasn't he, with Gary Anderson, and they were beaten by England. He's been in a couple of big World Series events, Tokyo and Dubai, beaten again in the final.
Yep,
very close World Series of Darts finals as well.
He'll be heading off on the World Series
59.
trip. After this tournament, will he have another trophy in his suitcase?
Now then, Terry.
132.
Yeah, sensible stuff. Each double top. Go 3-1 up. And Peter Wright just needs something to spark him into life here, because right now,
81.
how many times has he hit
Terry,
the
you
wall?
require 40.
Well, tops for Terry. No
Game shot on
problem.
the fourth leg.
And a
Terry
3-1
Jenkins.
lead for Terry Jenkins.
Fifth leg is Peter to throw first. Game on.
And something has got to change for Peter Wright if he is to progress into the semi-finals.
60.
Well, it is just the one break that he needs to get, Peter Wright. So there's that to cling on to, but he's not going
87.
to get it playing like this. Maybe just one big shot, 180 something could kick him into life as he fires it into the one again.
Bemused himself there.
81.
Slight recovery by finding the treble 20 with the last dart in his hand.
$59.
Now, we know that Peter Wright has
60.
tinkered with his darts quite a lot in the past. Paul Nicholson was telling us earlier that he's actually trying out different kinds of throwing them now.
Yeah, this is, and I'm
45.
I haven't got the full details of it. I know that Peter Wright, a little while back, changed his grip, where he wanted to be holding, had a finger on the point of the dart, and you can see he's just a little bit like that now, but not quite as pronounced as it was. He's very much like James Wade, but throwing right-handed. He seemed to have gone back to his original grip earlier on this weekend, where it was literally just the finger and the thumb, and the rest of the fingers were well away from the actual dart.
43.
Looks like some sort of hybrid of the two at the minute. I don't know why he feels the need to do it, but he is a man who tinkers. You know, Phil Taylor spent years tinkering with little things, bits of his equipment.
100.
Like that. You look at Phil Taylor's throws from back in the day, it's significantly different from what it is now.
Terry Jenkins does not seem to like
81.
to change.
Peter, you require
Smooth barrel
134.
darts that have become a kind of trademark of his. Not another player that I can think of that uses darts like that.
No, I've not
80.
I've not held a Terry Jenkins dart. I mean, Stephen Bunting's darts look quite smooth. When you hold them in your hand, it's got a lot of grip there.
100.
Ton for
Peter, you require
Jenkins, gets him
54.
down to 86. Peter Wright wants 54. Tops he wants now.
14.
First darts
Terry,
missed,
you
a double
require
by Peter
86.
Wright. He's not had many of them because his scoring has not been very good.
It's another leg. He's had the throw and he's thrown 21 darts and not gone out.
61.
Jenkins has done the same by missing
Peter,
the ball,
require
so Wright will
40.
get a chance to move back within a leg. And he
Game
lands
shot on the
top this
fifth leg.
time.
Peter Wright. Sixth leg is Terry to throw first. Game on.
Well, Terry Jenkins started this with a 14-darter and a 13-darter, and you thought, hang on, he's here to play proper darts this evening, but he's just become
140.
embroiled, is probably the word, with Peter Wright here. And look at that, a couple of 22-dart legs. 16's all right.
Yeah, both
And
of,
this is all right.
180.
both the legs that Wright has won have been in 22 darts. Incredible.
140.
A fabulous start to this leg. Can't follow it up though.
81.
They've got the capability to just click into gear. I remember Raymond van Barneveld, he was playing an awful game of darts. It was really
140.
against Brendan Dolan at the World Championship, and then suddenly out of nowhere he threw a 9-darter. It just didn't make any sense. Well, these guys have the capability to do that. You just feel it might take something like that for
100.
10 darts.
Terry, you
We've seen a few
require
of those this
81.
weekend. Just for Peter Wright to click into gear, because right now, well, that's 11 scored, so 70. It may be 20 for ball. That leaves double 5.
Game
And it's
shot on the
4-2
sixth leg.
and a
Terry
12-darter,
Jenkins.
and that's much more like it from Terry the
Seventh
ball.
leg is Peter to throw first. Game on.
Yep, strongest leg of the match. And Wright doesn't find a treble in his first visit again. The last leg he found 3.
96.
Well, despite the fact that Peter Wright has not claimed a major title as yet, the 60 grand he got for participating in the Premier League took him past the £1 million mark for prize money in his darting career. Not bad work if you can get it.
81.
Yeah, the money is there for the top players, which Peter Wright has become one of in recent years. Not by averaging the low 80s, though.
No, it's not been the performance of a world number 5, not as yet, anyway. There is still a little time for it to change, but it is running out very, very quickly.
60.
And it's not exactly a charge by Terry Jenkins. He's the better player in the match. There's no doubt about that.
I think whoever comes out of this one,
100.
also playing at this sort of level, either Michael Smith or Nigel Hayden will be licking their lips at the prospect of taking them on for a place in the final of the Austrian Darts Open. Because Terry has been stop-start. He's had 3 very good legs, but not much else. Peter Wright, he's not really had anything at all to get excited about.
He's going to leave himself in a nice position in this one.
145.
A very nice position. He'll come back, try and bed double 18.
140. Peter requires 36.
This one, double 18. And this is nobody's favourite. Can he use that dart? He can.
Shot on the 7th leg.
Peter Wright. And it's 4-3. And Peter Wright somehow clinging on like some sort of Mohicaned barnacle to the good ship Jenkins as it chugs towards
58.
the semi-final, but it's hardly terrifyingly quick progress.
$60.
Yeah, well, speaking of the Mohican, it's not the colourful one we know and love. And maybe if Peter Wright talks about that as war paint, maybe he's not got the power.
Well,
60.
You know, he has. That's exactly the phrase he used, isn't it? War paint. He feels like he's going into battle when he goes on that stage. And for quite a shy and retiring guy away from the hockey, you wouldn't think it, you know, the way he bounces around on stage. But he is. He's quite a reserved gent, is the
140.
East Anglia / Scotland. Maybe he does feel naked up there.
60.
Terry Jenkins getting all hot and bothered.
79.
Yeah, it is warm in here tonight. Packed crowd.
Now, this would be a timely maximum for Peter Wright against the throw.
140
it is.
Terry required 164.
Seemed to rush that last dart a little bit, Peter Wright. Terry Jenkins, treble 18. He'll stay on the 18s, I think. Oh,
132
from Jenkins.
Peter required 141.
Peter Wright, 141. Not even threatened to do anything like this so far in this game.
They're threatening it now. Yeah, the highest finish of the match has been 85, and the 141's not going to happen. So Jenkins will come back with 3 darts at double 16.
78.
And if he hits it and
32.
holds, he's only 1 leg away from the last 4 of this tournament. Double 8. Gets it.
On the 8th leg. Terry Jenkins.
Peter Wright on the brink of elimination of the quarter-final stage. We've seen the number 1 seed Michael van Gerwen go. Will Peter Wright follow suit as Terry Jenkins looks set to move through? Now what can Wright do about it?
Jenkins inching towards the
140.
last 4, but Peter Wright has the throw in 2 of the remaining 3 legs, and Jenkins is only averaging 91.5 himself. So it's not like
47.
He has to raise his game that much. If he just played his normal standard of round about that 100 average, and he pulls off a 15 dart. 3 15 darters may be enough to win.
123.
He's not making a bad fist of it here.
No, certainly not. Wants to get this leg over and done with as quickly as possible, and then
83.
find his best darts against the throw.
You can see there, a couple of 180s from Peter Wright, but not much else. And that dart into
41.
the skinny one has made an alarmingly regular occurrence for Peter Wright this evening.
100.
And there hasn't been much wrong with the double hitting, both above 40%. Got another dart in the one section.
83.
But he's first to a finish, and it's a treble, single, double out shot.
91. PT require
Well,
140.
Jenkins not on a finish, so Peter Wright just knows if he's not going to take it out, just leave himself 3 clear darts at a double. Just make it easy. Well, he could take it out straight away. And does take it out straight away. That dart disappeared into the hole. You could see in the
Terry to
double
throw
top.
first. Game on.
Maybe that's just what he needs to spark into life a little bit.
Well, this is a leg now, and Jenkins, that doesn't help. He's done the old Peter Wright trick already, the treble one there. 43 off, and Peter Wright knows how big this leg is. And he is rising to the occasion with that first start anyway.
100.
Just the ton.
Yeah, it gives Jenkins a chance to put it right now.
It does, but Jenkins is struggling as well.
60.
A 12 darter, a 14 darter, and a 13 darter. They're 3 of his winning legs, Terry Jenkins, but there's been so much mediocrity aside from that.
91.
That will just about do for Peter Wright at the minute.
Yeah, now Jenkins finds a treble.
100.
Not much between him and this leg.
Ton 40 gets him to a finish. Surely he can find a treble. He does. Can he find another?
83.
Oh, it's the wrong one. That's a little bit unfortunate. He's not fired it straight in the one section there. It's deflected off the flight, I think. And Terry Jenkins is taking the opportunity to make him pay.
82.
It's his first 180. What a time to find it in what he hopes will be the final leg of the match. Terry Jenkins, 118 points from the semi-finals.
100. Terry require 180.
Right on the finish as well, but he may not get a go because Jenkins wants 118. Treble 20 done. Big 18 done. Double top done.
Shot.
And Peter Wright is done in the Austrian Darts Open. Terry Jenkins moves through to the semi-finals. He joins Kyle Anderson and Phil Taylor in the last 4. Next up we'll see Nigel Hayden take on Michael Smith. The winner of that facing Terry Jenkins. Number 1 seed out, number 2 seed now out. Peter Wright leads. Terry Jenkins is in the last 4. We'll hear from him in a minute. Join us after that for Hayden against Smith.
Wir bedanken uns bei Peter Snakebite Wright, der hier in Wien einfach nicht zu seiner sonst gewohnten Form, nicht zu seinem A-Game finden konnte. Congrats, Terry. And welcome to the semi-finals. Feels good or not?
I feel hotter. It's getting hot.
Also schwitzt, sagt zunächst mal. It's already now your best result this year at the European Tour. And maybe it can be much, much more. What do you think?
Yeah, you never know. You never know whether I'm going to turn up or not. But, I mean, Pete struggled a bit there. I could see he was struggling, and I struggled a little bit with him. I got off to a good start against the darts, and I could see he was battling to hit the 60, and I thought, just keep steady. But I finished him off in the end. I kept me cool.
Thanks a lot, and see you later. Thank you, Terry.